Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to joining us with the beautiful game, Sine Mora.
Or Sine Mora.
Sine Mora, Sine More, I don't know.
It might be Latin, and it's like Sine Mora.
Either way, we bring you something Mora from our channel at Midnight Launch Gaming. And I'm joined by Tim.
Hi.
And no one else. I'm Jesse, by the way. We're doing a two-man show with this one. So... Oh, by the way, I thought when I was first playing this game that I got a strange version. I thought I got like a Russian version. No,
yeah, I was just about to say, is this not English?
No, it's not. It's actually, I read up on the wiki about this because I thought I had a broken one, and they were saying that it was actually Hungarian. They originally coded and made the game in Hungarian, and they decided to keep it. They were just like, fuck it, we're not making any verbal translations, so they
Did you
wanted to
happen
keep
to
it.
look up what Sine Mora translates to?
Nope.
I'm gonna check right now. Keep talking.
Okay. Well, anyway, I tried to sit here and at least let you read up a little bit. There's a couple of flaws I want to say with this game, just right off the bat.
It is Latin, by the way.
Oh, it is? What does this mean?
It literally translates to without delay.
That doesn't make too much sense.
No.
I guess, I don't know.
But I guess I don't... Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I kind of enjoyed this game. I enjoyed this game, and it's not like Bastion where I thought it was
what the fuck is he?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, there's just a bunch of furries in this game, essentially.
What?
They're the people, technically, but I don't know. They're going to be labeled as furries, so that's what they are.
I was about to say our furries. Our viewers could be furries. We shouldn't insult that demographic.
No, I never said anything bad about that. I like it, to be honest. Not furries, but I like the actual way this game was designed and the characters that they currently have going for them. It's actually... I would honestly say this game has a lot of personality.
It looks like it, yeah.
It has some personality, although I do feel it's lacking in a couple of areas.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like it would make it a little better. Oh my god, my frame
rate lag there, Jesse.
Yeah. See, alright, I'm just gonna flat out say it. My recorder software decided to fuck with the game, so... Yeah, I'm sorry.
The recording software is just really graphics intensive. So if, like, it's difficult to run the game already, and then you try to record with fraps on top of that, it kind of, like, lags it.
See, when I was originally playing the game, I didn't think I'd have any problems because it wasn't lagging my gameplay at all. Everything flowed at perfect 60 frames per second. No problems. But when I threw this thing on, I saw my frame rate just fluctuate like mad.
Yeah.
So that was a problem. But
it's not
I mean,
that bad.
Yeah, no, that's just my computer.
It's only bad when there's a lot of, like, objects on screen, a lot of particles.
Yeah. It was bad when when that was happening. But for the most part, that was just my computer limitations, and that I was the one recording it. So.
Alright. So anyway, complaints with the game. You said you had a couple.
I do have a couple. The first being that the story plays it like a puzzle. They have random parts of it, and then, like, you'll see certain it's weird. You have to be paying really close attention because you'll have to be. They'll give you, like, certain chunks of it at a time, and then you have to piece it together.
Is it possible to dodge that?
Yeah, I did it right there. But then, that fucking... I don't know. A lot of these moves, you would be saying, what the fuck? How do you dodge that? I'm actually playing on one of the... on the, like, advanced level right now.
Oh, are you?
So, like, I don't know. I figured it'd be more of a challenge, and it is. But,
that thing is, like, straight out of the Matrix.
I know, right? That's what I was thinking. Like, it's like Matrix meets Orcs. No.
Or like War of the Worlds.
I don't know. I like it.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah, no. You just have to recognize patterns. For the most part, I was doing pretty well. But, yeah. Alright, so that's the one thing, is that the story is very complicated to follow, which can be a bonus for some people.
Do you think that it would be easier if it were in English?
No, actually, I don't. I honestly think it doesn't matter whether it's English or Hungarian, because when I'm looking at the, when I'm reading the subtitles, it still brings up the same pieces of dialogue. So I'm not really too worried about that whenever I'm doing that, because I'll be like, oh, okay, so this is happening at the same time this is. And essentially what's going on is that there's three people talking to each other, or three groups of people. Mm-hmm. You have a legless minotaur. You have I think you have like two different cats. You have an alligator, and I think you actually have another cat.
Is that a timer up at the top?
Yes, I do want. That's another flaw. I'll talk about
Wait,
that
hold
later.
on. Why is that even there? You can't control how fast you go.
No, trust me.
It's like on rails.
Hold on. I know. That's another flaw I'm going to bring up here after I talk about this. Like I said, story-wise, so you do have those other pieces, and they're kind of just pieces of a puzzle, and you can piece them together, and some people, if you're just that into a story, this is a big bonus for you, because you get to see everything as it's happening. Like, oh, that last mission you played, well, that's going on at the same time you're playing this mission. You're having the dialogue with another character while you're playing that character. You're essentially seeing all sides of the story, which is a very interesting way of doing it. The only problem is that I feel like the story was kind of shoehorned in, but I really don't know if it's, like, it doesn't feel natural with the storyline, but...
Well, I don't know. I mean, this doesn't seem like a really story-heavy game anyway.
Exactly. Like, this
it feels like the
game...
kind of game... It's almost like an arcade game that they just wanted to have a story with.
Yeah. But you know what? I mean, that's just a minor nitpick to me. It just seems like, yeah, this game shouldn't really have a story, but...
Okay, well, I mean, I at least appreciate that they tried to add something in.
Yeah. They tried to add a little bit more meat to it, so...
Yeah. Gameplay-wise, good though?
Gameplay-wise, it is very difficult, and it plays with how I enjoy playing my games. If you fail doing a mission, you start from the beginning.
Do you?
Of the entire game. Yes.
Of the whole fucking game?
Now, mind you...
Wait, hold on, there's no, like, live system?
There is a live system.
Okay.
It's just, for the most part, it's very,
You can't, like, put in more quarters?
No, you can't. Once you're out of lives, you're done. That's it.
Okay.
But...
I assume you can get more lives, though.
You probably can mod it and get more.
There's no,
I don't know.
Once you kill a certain number of enemies, you get another life?
No. At least I don't know how their live system works. I know it changes based off of where you are, though. So it might be point-based, it might be level-based. I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
But I do know there is a live system in place. I just don't know how to get more. Now,
are we underwater?
Yes, right now we are. Like I said, this is our legless minotaur, actually. And that's
how do you know
rabbit,
that he's legless?
right?
You can only see his torso.
No, whatchamacallit, I actually went into... I tried looking at the other modes. Like I said, I haven't just... Man, there's a lot to describe about this game, to be honest, now that I'm trying to. There's a full body picture of him in a different mode.
Oh,
so
okay.
I know he's legless. He's in a wheelchair. Now, alright, let me describe the timer. This is another flaw in my eyes. There is no health bar, as you can see. And as you can see, I'm taking damage right now, and it's actually subtracting from the time. But if I blow things up, it gives me more time. It's essentially a health bar, but it also constantly drains.
Okay.
Like, see, look, it's just draining right now, and I'm not doing anything. It kind of angers me, because there was a point where I was in, like, one of the farthest areas I've ever been, and I have, like, 5 seconds remaining, and I'm sitting there not doing anything. And then I just blow up because nothing happened in 5 seconds and the cutscene didn't come. I was like, fuck, are you kidding me? That just pisses me off. But, like, you'll get those kind of moments. And now, I played most of the styles of this game, or the modes of this game. Like, I'm just playing story mode right now. There's also an arcade mode and, like, a training mode. Mm-hmm. The training mode lets you battle bosses, and the bosses are actually really fucking cool. Some of them are pointless and downright hilarious. Like, there's a Hyper Guardian train. The entire point of that train is to go around in a giant circle around a city armed with guns. Like, you could replace the train with a turret, but they don't. They got a train to do it. It's just really cool aesthetics. But, and it has, like, houses and shit attached to it. That's really cool.
Yeah,
I enjoy that.
Pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, I wasn't able to, I wasn't able to get there in this video, but it's there. So, talked about the timer, talked about... Alright. As far as... Those are my two major nitpicks, because when you're in the story mode, it doesn't feel like it's that standard kind of arcadey, just destroy everything kind of game. I mean, yes, you are destroying a lot of things, but you can't take hits, otherwise, well, I mean, of course you can't in arcade games either, but... Alright, see, I'm having problems in this part. Alright, yeah. Focus my thoughts. You see how it's kind of 2.5D? I ran into that wall earlier.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, actually.
Yeah. I fucking hate this part. and there's many like it.
Oh, where like you can't tell what's in the background and what's not.
Yeah, that's a problem in this game.
That's not a flaw of 2.5D though. That's just like a bad design.
It might be.
That's a design flaw completely.
It might be. I know that this just looks pretty. It looks nice, but right now I mean,
but like if you do like your visuals right, you should easily be able to tell what's part of the game and what's not.
No, well, true, but I mean, I don't know. Like these things also kind of piss me off because I run into the bottom of them. Like I think I do it here, where I actually I corrected myself, but like it's hard to tell like where the collision is and where I'm gonna get hit.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I hate these parts with a passion. I really do. I dread every single time I have to go in and do this because it's like I don't know when I'm gonna hit something and when I'm not. But
yeah, that's odd actually. That like they would put enemies that close to a wall where you have to like basically be touching them.
Yeah, I know. And some of them you can't even hit because the odd like structure of the walls and stuff. It's I don't know. I hate these parts, but this one was actually the easier one. There's another one.
Liking the atmosphere of this game.
Yeah, I know, right? Like that's definitely a bonus.
Time match stabilized?
Essentially, that means you're at the end of the level and it takes all your time and adds you bonus points.
Oh.
So now you get it. Oh, one minor problem also. These cutscenes come in way too frequently for me. I mean, in that situation it was fine, but when I start getting rolling and I'm just destroying ships and I'm like on fire, then all of a sudden a little cutscene will happen like that. Where
yeah,
it's just
we're like 12 minutes into the game and this is like our third or fourth cutscene.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. It's like that little flow, and it just ruins it for me because I'm sitting there like, all right, I'm going, and now I have to wait. It's like, damn it. I don't want to do that. I don't want to sit there and wait. I want to keep going. I wish it would just transition into the bosses. At least then I can be like, all right, well, at least I have my flow going still, and I can still do it. But no, it just kind of takes you and dumps you in the cold end, and it's like, yeah, I don't know how to do this anymore. It's like my brain had a mini like, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, a brain fart.
Yes, like that. And then it just decides to not, function right, and it's like I have to get used to it again. But for the most part, those are my biggest problems with it. And
these bosses are also fairly, I mean, this one at least is very similar to the last one in the way that they attack.
Strangely enough, I agree with you, but it's not gonna be like very long. Like that was it. That was its similarities. Its similarities are pretty much over.
Oh, okay. All right, so we do have to wrap this up.
What? I still have stuff to say.
Well, hurry up. You have like 2 minutes.
What? You didn't even get to say anything.
I have nothing to say.
Well, couple bonus points then. I'm a sucker for the electrically entwined voices that this game has. I love listening to either the language or the way the characters speak. I can't tell what it is, but either way, I love listening to them, so that's a bonus. I do enjoy that each ship has its own custom, like you don't really notice it too much now, but later on you're going to get like a different ship, and it's going to be entirely different, and each ship has their own special abilities and stuff that make them unique, and you can also get all sorts of like custom skins and stuff like that for arcade mode, which is pretty sweet. For the most part, I thoroughly enjoyed this game. Yeah. I mean, unlike Bastion, where I felt like it was work, I feel like this game was here to challenge me.
You're the worst.
Oh no. No.
We're not going into this discussion again.
I felt like this game challenged me, and it wanted me to do more than just win it. Okay. It has a very complex yet finely tuned set of gameplay
mechanics.
Yes, the words, they don't come to me, but yes, I'm thinking exactly that.
What's happening right now? What is
depth charges? I don't know who, but someone is being an asshole and just throwing depth charges at me.
Oh my fuck! What?
That was my special ability.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's okay. That was just what I can do, and I was getting.
I thought you died.
No, I don't actually think I die in this video. I think the video actually cuts out before I die.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I actually like this game now that I'm talking about it. I only found 3 major problems with it, that ruined it a little bit for me, but for the most part, that's really about it. I honestly am probably going to go back and play this now, like, even after the recording.
Okay, cool. So, gonna give this a taco?
Easily. It easily deserves a taco.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
Well, it's because you want to wrap it up.
No, I suggested the taco.
Alright. Well, I mean, because it doesn't look like a quesadilla.
No, I mean, yeah. It looks fun.
Yeah, huh.
I mean, based on what you said, though, it definitely, like, it seems that there are things that they could really improve on.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much textbook taco, so.
Yeah, actually, it is. Although, right. I want to kind of delay this a little bit. I know you're trying to wrap it up, Tim.
I'm trying to wrap it up because the footage cuts out in, like, 2 minutes, so hurry up.
No, it cuts out. Yeah, I know. It'll be within the 2-minute mark. I just want them to hear the language and the voices and the people speaking, because honestly, it flows naturally. Like, I'm American. I don't know anything about the Hungarian language. Yet it still flows. Like, they're obviously real people speaking,
what
but...
the hell are all languages flow?
No. Like, they're actual people talking, and I can tell. Like, you know
where
how
else
most
would the
games...
voices come from?
No.
Microsoft Sam?
Yes. Actually. That's kind of where I'm going with this. Like, they don't feel like... Alright, no, this part is beside the point, but it feels like there's conversations happening between them, and you can tell, like, in mini games, it doesn't flow as naturally. Like, you can tell the conversations are just kind of picked and matched. They're not really, like, flowing, like...
Oh, you mean, like, instead of them just taping different parts of the conversation and splicing them together, it actually feels like there's, like, two people sitting down having a conversation.
Yes.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
That's what it feels like. Now, I'm sitting here letting you read this, just in case if you're interested in the storyline. And, of course, the person reading it is reading in Hungarian, but I don't know. They do have a story that explains some things about the entire... story, yeah. But I don't know. I feel like this was also kind of a negative thing. I feel like, why do this in text? But I'm not a big fan of reading in my video games. I don't sit down to read a book in my video game. So, I'm not not a big fan of that. But show, don't tell. Alright, now... Oh, yeah, they do have grades at the end of every stage.
Let's see what you got.
I think I got a D.
Did you? Jesus, Jesse. Oh my god.
It is harder than it looks. It really is.
You're grounded.
Yes, you sound just like my mother.
Well,
Alright, now listen to the dialogue in this. Alright, we're going to cutting it out here. It gets a taco. Listen to this, though. Okay, so it kind of lags a bit.
És utána elengedsz. Akkor elengedsz.
Meglátjuk, kedves.
Like, I don't know. That part, I don't know. It's just, the dialogue amazes me for some reason. It might be because I'm a sucker for electronically mixed in voices, or the fact that it's Hungarian and I can't understand a minute of it. But it feels like it flows a lot more naturally than the American language does, or at least in video games.
I think that's just because you don't speak it.
It might be. But it doesn't sound like it's pieced together. It sounds like they're both there in the same room, like doing it like back to back. It sounds amazing. But yeah. Anyway, visuals are stunning. Pretty much all I wanted to say.
Okay.
So,
taco?
should I wrap it up? Taco. Easy taco.
Okay.
Should I wrap it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're 7 minutes past where I tried.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, it appears that my computer can't handle any more of this game, for its awesomeness has yet won me over. We give it a taco out of...
Out of taco.
Yes. So, join us again when we again play something Mora.
Alright.
Worst outro ever.